Hey guys, welcome to Shut Up and Say It. This is the next video that I'm doing, and I want to talk to you about how to create a good theater production and just like what it's like to direct something like this. This, as you can see, we're at the Alex Theatre in St. Kilda. This is going to be one of the very first feature plays I've ever directed. When I say it has or is going to be, I've already done last night's preview, but tonight's the first proper show out of a 4-show production, sorry, that's running from Tuesday through to Saturday. And if you don't know anything about what to look for in a feature play, basically it's gonna take a lot out of you. You're gonna have to do a lot with a lot of people. I've got a cast of 10, and I've got a crew of 4. Some people are doubling up their roles, our producer's an actor. There's a lot that needs to be done. And I've learned a lot, mainly from my own lack of experience, like different things that need to be done. The first is get your production assistants, get your lighting and sound designers, get your stage managers in early. Because if you don't get them in early, you're going to come across a lot that is going to be really, really difficult to get through. And here I am entering the darkness. So why I say all of this is because you need to understand that the less you do as a director, the better, believe it or not. Because you can't be worrying about costumes. You can't be worrying about what the set looks like. You need to give your notes to someone and delegate accordingly. Now, we have all of these rows, these just many seats in this theater. And the great news is, if you do your job well, you will fill these seats up with people who love what you do and are appreciative because your work isn't sloppy. If you cut corners, if you're underexperienced, if you don't prepare accordingly, they're going to be pissed off because they feel like they've been cheated. Now, you need to make sure that all the little 1% jobs, like rocking up early, like being organized, like cleaning up after yourself, like ensuring that you have enough time to do the light and sound programming, the music cues, the blocking, like this stage here needs to be set changed in between each set. You need to have someone in charge of that. That's your stage manager. Now, we only have one. So I need the actors in between the sets to change them over and help out. It's just a part of independent theater. It's tough. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough time. You don't have enough of anything, really. And that all shapes how your production's going to be seen. I'm exhausted right now. I've worked my ass off, man. I've worked my ass off. And last night, as the audience were clapping and as the smiling faces of the actors were up here, I felt like Sir Alex Ferguson winning a fucking Champions League title. That's how good the feeling was. It wasn't perfect. Not everything can be fixed. Not everything can be changed, but what a fucking feeling, man. You know, things didn't go right. Not everyone was perfect, and that's okay. I don't expect anyone to be, because you got tight limitations. We had 3.5 months to prepare for a play, and I'm going to step into the light. I'm going to give you a tour of the place. You know, you have 3.5 months, and you need at least 6 months to really settle into a play, because if you don't, you're not going to understand the subtext. You're not going to understand the meaning of what's going to happen. You need to take the time to develop a rapport with people. You need to take time to develop the group psychology in roles and hierarchy that they have. You need to take time to develop a good lighting plan, a good music plan, get the rights for the music, make sure that the music and light cues that you have are going to fit in well with the stage and can be done. You might not have the equipment to do it. You might not be able to do it. The thoughts And the music and the light changes that you have in mind, they might not be practical in the theater that you're in because of the equipment they have. You have to change that and adjust it. Or maybe it just doesn't pop on stage. Maybe it takes away from the acting. You have to be prepared to do all of that and fine-tune it. Otherwise, well, it's not going to work out the way that you have planned. So, that is what you need to do. Now, there's a lot of things that are going to be very difficult. And this is, hey look, it's our play. It's in reverse, but yeah, this is our dressing room. Here's another thing. Your dressing room, all of this, it has to have the costumes hung up after every show. You might have friends and family, but you need to put this shit back and make sure there's no damages to it so that the person in charge of costumes can fix it, repair it, all of that. And because we only have one, you have to pitch in as an actor. You got to take care of that stuff yourself, man. Have some pride about what you're doing. Because again, you know, no one's going to baby you with this stuff unless you've got money and there's enough time and people. You need to do this stuff from the love of your heart. Because if you don't, then you're going to be a selfish person on an under-resourced play. Because there's no money. There's no fucking money in this shit. You don't... The money I'm making from this, which is a pitiful amount, is going to cover my fuel for the last 3 months, and that's about it. And the parking fees that I'm going to incur. Like, that's it. That's it. I don't give a shit. Like, it is what it is. How you doing?
Hey, mate.
So, and this is the backstage area. So this is all the stuff that you have to take care of, and you got to make sure it works, because if you don't, you're going to let people down and make their job more difficult. And here's the backstage. Not a lot of lighting down here, but it's cool. And this is the stage. Look out at the audience. Look at them. It can be quite confronting, this. It can be very confronting. You gotta overcome this shit as an actor, right? You gotta overcome this stuff as a director. See, when it comes to the judgment of the craft, I'm not scared. I'll take it, because I know I'm going to get better as time goes on, and I'm going to learn from my mistakes, because no show is perfect. And one day, I'll be in a much bigger theater than this, and I guarantee that, because I work hard, and I'm not afraid of selling myself and giving myself opportunities and marketing myself. I will have bigger stages, I will have bigger venues, but that's not important. What's important is the fucking work. Do the fucking work. Don't shy away from it. Do the fucking work. Make sure that you have enough time to do your responsibilities and commit yourself. I've had to turn down shifts that could pay hundreds of dollars just so I could be in rehearsals, just so I could be here maintaining and keeping this fucking show going. Keeping this show going. Making sure the actors are motivated, the crew are, handled. The cast, they know what they're doing. All of that. I'm repeating myself, but, you are going to be overcome with adrenaline, anxiety, all of these different emotions. You got to be the master of them, because if you're not, you're going to let yourself down. I think what's important at the end of the day is this is a high-pressure environment. You need to just trust the people around you. You got to trust it, man. Last night we had 30 people in the audience, which isn't bad for a preview, but think about the work that you put in just for a few people to see it. There's going to be something bigger that helps you and pushes you and motivates you to get through this stuff. And for me, that's the love of the craft, the storytelling. It doesn't matter how many people are in the audience. It's not my job to fill it, but I still give my best support when it comes to marketing, because we need people. Fuck. What else can I say? There's going to be disagreements. You're going to have arguments. You're going to have tears. You're going to have, little times where you want to break down and cry, and you just have to suck that shit up and just get through it and move through it and stop holding a grudge, because the moment you do, it's not about the work anymore. It's about your emotional insecurity. Now, fuck, doing this play has made me grow as a person, and I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be, but the craft is the craft. And have I grown as an artist? Yeah, fuck yeah, I have. Am I going to be more prepared for the next show, the next one that I do? Fuck yeah, man. I've learned so much about what I can do better. and how I can become a stronger leader and take more responsibility and work harder and make everyone else's jobs easier, because this is tough. Theater's going to be tough, but proper planning prevents poor execution, right? I'm struggling with my energy right now, man. And you know what? It's cool, because people with a fucking mission get over that and they move through it and find ways of dealing it. My way of dealing with it is trusting other people. I'm going to have to let the actors do their job. I got to let the crew do their job. I got to be here to support them. Tonight, I'm going to be at the back. Where is the back? There. I'm going to be in the far back filming the show for the actors and the crew. I don't have to do this, but I've offered it up out of the love and respect of these people, so that they can have something to show people what they've done on the play. Because the one thing I hate is when you do a play and you've got no record whatsoever that you even did the play other than a flyer or maybe a couple of interviews, if that. So I want to give the actors, because we've got some first-year actors, people who have done their first show for the first time on stage here, and I want them to have something that they can get an agent with, or, demonstrate to other people that, hey, I'm an actor and this is what I'm good at and this is what I can do. If I can give back in any way I can, that is how I help them out of the love and respect that I have for them. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about I, me, bullshit. It's about us. The better the performance that we give, the better the rewards we get together. It isn't about a single fucking person. It's just about the story, about pushing yourself to become better, becoming a better person, becoming a better artist, overcoming your resistances to the work, finding deeper places to explore, growing. More dedication, more commitment, more fucking energy, more of your voice sent out, finding little shifts and transitions. The more you work hard on all of that stuff and trying to spot it so that the work is its own motivation, the better you will become. Nobody's ever gotten worse from working harder. Nobody. But you got to be honest if you've got the energy or not. And if you don't have the energy, you got to figure out a way, how the fuck am I going to get more energy with this shit? What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the fucking gym. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off. Not off work completely. I'm just going to not do anything creative for 2 weeks so I can properly figure out how I want to end this year and what projects I need to do. I'm going to recommit with the current artistic commitments and projects I have. And then maybe next year I'll do another play. If not, okay. It's taking a lot, man. You do a play, understand it's a big commitment, a huge commitment. And you don't get any financial rewards out of it. You get an investment into your craft and you become a stronger artist because of it. This is fucking tough for even the most seasoned professional. If you're phoning it in, it will be easy. If you're ultra prepared, organized, well communicated, it will still be tough. It will still be tough, but you'll get further with the work. The potential to grow will be more. I have to direct actors who have been acting longer than I've been alive. I've got to direct actors who are in their first year of acting. That's a challenge. How do I speak to them as an actor, as their character? And how do I motivate them as a person? Because every person in your cast and crew are going to have a different way of that you need to speak to them, and different things that aren't sitting well with them. Everyone's got their own rules set for respect, and I got to figure out how I break through and speak their language so I can get the best out of them. Not for my own selfish needs, but because of the work, because I got a reputation, because I have to give the audience the best show possible. If you burn an audience with a shit play, and Peter Carlos, an acting teacher in Melbourne, was just speaking to me about this. If you have an audience that come out of your play, you're ruining for all the other theatre companies out there. You burn an audience with a shit play, they're not going to come back to another play. They come back to another one, they get burnt again by another production. That third time, they're going to go to the football. They're going to go to the movies. That's the facts of life, man. Yeah, you don't have enough time? Fuck it, do the work. Do the fucking work, man. Don't commit otherwise. Give the opportunity to someone else who is ready. That's how I feel about it. All in all, now that I'm chilling here, I gotta get some work done on this fucking play. I'm gonna get some work done. I'm gonna make sure that no matter what, tonight, it's gonna be a much smoother show than the next day. Things are gonna go well. All is gonna be good. It's fine. It's gonna work. I know it. I understand. We're gonna get over this hill together. That's the fucking bottom line. And if you don't like it, you gotta search your soul to make sure you understand where the resistance is coming from. That is it. I didn't make a blog yesterday, even though I wanted to, but I made a vlog. Sorry, I made a vlog now because I need to, because I'm fucking filled with something that makes me want to say this shit, so I can give it back and share the gifts and the knowledge that I have. Theater is tough. If you're going to direct a theater show, if you're going to direct a play, you're going to produce a play, you got a play that you want to do, go out and fucking do it. Find people who want to do it with you and want to make it the best it can be. Don't fucking be that artist who gives up. Don't fucking be that artist who keeps something in the drawers and doesn't go out and try something. Fucking do it. The world needs you to do something. The world needs you to put it out there. If you don't do it, who fucking will? Be the artist that motivates other people. It's a net asset to other people's lives, because you never know what you do with your project might just save someone's fucking life. It is that important, man. It's not bullshit unless you think it's bullshit. You treat this casually, it's gonna come out in your work ethic. You treat this like a sacred thing that comes from the soul, and your work will reflect that. And it will resonate in your audiences. And maybe this is the show that changes their life.